Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I just finished month 2 at Full Sail University with the Digital Cinematography degree that I am pursuing. So if you want to know what to expect during your month 2 time at Full Sail, stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to Unconventional Itinerary. If this is your first time here, my name is Heather. I am a veteran. I am a hobby photographer. I am also a full-time student at Full Sail University, and I am also a nomad living in Merida, Mexico right now. So if you haven't caught my first month review on what to expect for Full Sail, I'll link it at the top of this video. Definitely go check it out. If you have questions on what to expect your first month, leave questions in the comments and I would definitely get back to answering them. So I chose Full Sail because a friend recommended that I pursue this degree instead of finishing my psychology degree, or instead of, trying to get into coding, which really wasn't my thing. And since I already do photography and I do the vlogging and I just like taking videos, it just made sense to pursue a degree in this field. If you were thinking about Full Sail, definitely check it out. There's tons of information. You can look on YouTube, you can look on Reddit. A lot of my information came from Reddit. There are Discord chats that you can get in and talk to, or just, Google Facebook. There is a Facebook group for this particular degree. I believe it is the Full Sail Digital Cinematography. Don't quote me on it. Just send me a message if you would like the information on it and I'll get that to you. So let's get started on what to expect. Each month you can see a preview of the classes you're about to take. So when you go into the classes section, you will see a link or option to click where it says past, future, and present classes, and you can just click on future classes and then it'll show what class is next. You won't be able to see as far as like all the assignments in detail, but you can actually see what your workload might be. So if you are a pre-gamer and you like to set your schedule up where like what you're going to be working on, definitely do that. If you're a procrastinator like me and just look to be nosy and there's no reason behind looking, then go for it. So month 2 for me, I was in a psychology of play course, and when I first saw that I would be taking that course next, I actually thought it was for like plays, like Broadway plays, off-Broadway plays, stuff like that, because I'm in a film degree, so I just figured it was about that, but I was definitely completely wrong. It was actually the complete opposite, not what I was expecting at all. So what the psychology of play really is: any useful, purposeful, mental, or physical activity performed individually or in a group-wise setting that's during your leisure time or at work for simply enjoyment, relaxation, or satisfaction of real time or long term. So each course is 4 weeks. The first week is normally hey, these are the rules. This is what I expect from you. I am your professor. Make sure you don't cheat. Professionalism. It lists like a whole bunch of resources. I know there were a lot of resources for if you wanted to do like your own type of reading. There was tons of resources right there for that. Outside of the first week, it's pretty chill. You can, skim through the class list and see like who's in your class. A lot of people have their photos up on their profiles. Everyone has a profile. And their picture has to actually be a face picture. I know like my picture kept getting declined because I really didn't read all the instructions. I just like put a photo up there, and although it was me, it had to be like a certain photo. Like it had to be like a face photo. It couldn't be like too far away. It couldn't be like a body. It had to be like physically a face photo. So that is a good chance to just skim through. You might know someone in your class. A lot of people that are in your class are not in your degree field. I've been in class with people that are digital graphers, people that are in the audio field, people that are like musicians. It's just so many different people that need to take this particular course, so they just throw everybody into like one pot, and you just learn that way. So let's get into week 2. Week 2 is pretty self-forward. So every Tuesday there's a live lecture. The lecture lasts between like 1 hour, could be 2 hours. I'm not really sure because I don't watch the live lectures. I don't attend the live lectures. Just having to listen to people and talk for long periods of time when I can just skim through works better for me. If you love live lectures and you could pay attention and you have the attention span that I don't have, go for it. What I do like about the live lectures is that they are recorded for later use. And also it's kind of like closed captioning, but has like a little twist to it where there's like a chat box on one side, and every time the teacher talks, there's like his picture and then what he says. And then if he says another sentence, then there's another line with what he says of his picture. If someone asks a question, then it's their picture with whatever they ask. So it's kind of like interactive. So if you want to click on kind of like an iTunes song, if you have the lyrics up and you're just scrolling and then you click on a certain lyric, it takes you right to that point of the song. So it's kind of like that. So I did like that because that way I could just skim and read. Sometimes if people are talking too fast or I didn't understand what the professor said, I can just go back and click on that and read what he says. People have different accents, people use different terms. So I found that was very helpful. So there's also an open office. I can't recall what day it is. It might have been Mondays or it might have been Wednesdays, but pretty much an open office is just for you to connect with the professor. If you have any questions or concerns, that's when you would connect with him. There are a certain time frame that he has allotted himself to help students. So that would be the time frame you would go talk to him on that. However, if you do need more information or questions, his inbox is definitely always open. Most professors give like this disclaimer on, okay, if you email me, I will return your email within 24 hours, or if you call me, don't call me past this time, just stuff like that. So they're very accommodating and very helpful. So as far as the reading goes, there's a lot of reading to do. Now I will say month 2's reading was not as intense as month 1. Month 1 was just way too much reading for me. It was so much reading that I had to get an audiobook for one of the books because it was just like 8 different chapters, 70 pages, and it wasn't like it was font 28 on each page. Like it was like font 12 or font 13. So for me, it was very overwhelming. So this month it wasn't bad. It was more like a few paragraphs, not an actual ebook, just a few paragraphs that you read. Some had like a little video in there where you just watch a little video, but I did feel like the information was very I was able to grasp the information because it wasn't a lot of reading. It was straight to the point. You were able to understand what they were saying, and that really helped with the assignments that we had to do. So every Thursday you have an initial activity or assignment that's due. Within that activity, you had to state your 2 activities that you did. You had to do 2 activities, and you had to answer a whole bunch of questions that went along with your activity. So you did the activity. The activity was one thing, and then answering the rest of it was something different. I will say that if you are in a different time zone, make sure you pay attention to the time. I am in Central Standard Time. The school is based on Eastern Standard Time. So all my assignments are due by 10:59 p.m. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to the time zone because I was late on my assignments and I missed the deadline because I forgot it's an hour behind. So the assignments for the week are actually, I felt that they were kind of easy for me to do. So there were 2 different things you had to do. You had like an assignment and an activity. So I would say the assignment would have been the call to play. So the call to play is not a test. It's 8 questions. Every week the questions are different. For example, there were questions like, what new skills have you wanted to try? Or what activities you do to strengthen your brain? Or what's a positive statement or a personal mantra that you use on a daily basis to motivate yourself? It's super easy and literally only 15% of your grade. Now the weekly activity would be the quest, and it's a call to play quest. So these quests are different every week. Some example of the quests are make a weekly plan, which consisted of you looking at your schedule. What are you going to do for work? What are you going to do for play? What are you going to do for school? It was like a calendar. It was super easy. maybe take you 10-15 minutes to do. Another one was learn a new skill and document it, whether you wanted to learn how to juggle or you wanted to draw. I did a drawing. It's like the lettering glove with the heart around it. I did that and I recorded it, I submitted it. And one of them was like play a game with a classmate, get on a video game and play a game. So all they differ from week to week. I think the schedule one was just about every week, but outside of that, it was super easy. And you get to see, you know, when you respond to your classmates, you have to respond to 2 by the end of the week. You get to see the creativity and engage in them. I know that one of my classmates was a music producer and he had videos. I found him on YouTube and Facebook, and I liked his content. So definitely it's a nice way to get to know who your classmates are. Another great thing about how the class is set up, you get to see who your classmates are. I think it's really important that you start networking now early on in this course, so that way when you are getting to the part where you're filming or you're later on in the, you know, your degree, you have connections with people, whether you need them for filming like this, or you need someone for sound, or you need someone for music, or whatever the case may be. Definitely start networking, start making these connections now. So many people have told me how it's super important to do this in the early stages, so you're not struggling to find people later on when you really need them for whatever assignment that you're doing. So turning in late assignments, I felt that this professor was super lenient. Although you do have to like do some extra work, some extra credit work for him to open back up an assignment if it's late. But if not, it's super easy. You just do the extra credit assignments and then he opens it back up. Or you can respond to an extra classmate and he'll let you know at the beginning of the course. Also, if you check your email, if you're not checking your email, download the Outlook app and set up your school email so you can get notifications, because sometimes your professor sends you messages or an automated message, like if you didn't log in by a certain time, like, hey, by the way, you know, don't forget to log in, or hey, I'm going to be out of the office, or, you know, just anything. So it's really important that you do have your Outlook email set up so you don't miss any, you know, announcements or anything like that. So another important thing that happened this month 2, is that you get your iPad. Yes, you get an iPad like this one. This is not the iPad that you will receive. This is my own personal iPad. I'm in Mexico right now, so I did not want any of my stuff coming here. So it's at my mom's house, but it is a 32 gigabyte iPad, 8th generation. I don't think it didn't come with the Apple Pencil or anything like that. Like I said, this is just my own personal iPad. And how that happens is, you know, you have your launch box. This is the only item I've gotten so far from my launch box. And from what I'm told from other YouTube videos, for people in this degree, you get your MacBook in a few months. I don't know when that is, but when I get it, I'll definitely do, you know, the monthly recap, and I'll let you guys know what particular model it is. I already have a MacBook, so I'm probably just gonna have it shipped to my mom's address, and when I go back to the States, I'll just grab it. But for right now, you can definitely do all your schoolwork on your phone if need be. But now that you have a tablet, you could do it on your tablet as well, if it makes things super easier for you. Before they ship anything to you, you actually get a confirmation email, and this is important why you should have your Outlook email set up on your phone, or at least on your computer, or just check it regularly. They verify that your address is what it is before they ship it, and then once you verify it, then they ship it, and shipping was like 3 or 4 days. It wasn't too long. I think it came FedEx. I believe it came by FedEx. And that was it. So just to recap, I just think it's really important to make sure that you fully engage yourself in the class, learn as much as you can, network. I know I'm excited to learn as much as I can from this degree, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. If you haven't already subscribed, hopefully you subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos for Full Sail University. And I do hope you decide to take a chance on this college and pursue your degree as a digital cinematographer. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget, these videos are monthly for Full Sail updates, and I will check y'all later. Bye.